What is up, everybody? My name is Wes. This is Topshelfers, and today we're going to be ranking what I personally see as one of the most underrated actors of all time, and that is Jake Gyllenhaal. I feel like he gets a lot of credit, but if you really look at some of the movies that he's been a part of, he really is pretty high level, in my personal opinion. So we got 33 movies here. I think that we're missing Roadhouse, which I didn't even take the time to see. I haven't watched that yet. I don't know if it's good. I don't know if it's shit. I haven't heard great things about it, but I know it's got old Conor McGregor, roided out Conor McGregor. So I don't really know if that entails good or bad. So we're going to start off with a couple things that I'm pretty confident about. Prince of Persia is pretty low. Accidental Love is pretty low. Day After Tomorrow is pretty low for me. We're going to get those out of the way. And then, let's see, Highway wasn't great. Got to glance at my other screen here to look at the notes that I took. I feel like there's a couple movies that are actually missing on here, which is fine. I'm not super stressed about it. I know Bubble Boy I wasn't a huge fan of. Personally, I know some people really love that movie, and I'll be honest, I don't know why. I really don't know why. Let's see. What do I want to put next? What do I want to put next? Maybe The Good Girl. I wasn't a big fan of that. Rendition. Not a huge fan of Rendition. So I just don't. I really didn't realize how much Jake Gyllenhaal, like what all he's been in. So I'm still not super familiar with all the titles and which ones are what. Let's see. I did like Source Code. I guess we could put Everest. I thought that was kind of cheesy. Maybe put Velvet Buzzsaw. And then Demolition was We'll put Demolition. I'm having a hard time remembering which one Sister Brothers is. I'm kind of thinking that I didn't even watch that one. So we're going to put that one here, and I guess we'll bump up Day After Tomorrow. Prince of Persia, I was so excited about because I love the games and just sound like a great idea on paper, and it was not a good movie. It was like that Jupiter Ascending where there was so much hype, and then it was just like, oh, this is what we got. We're gonna put City Slickers. Put Stronger. Proof. Okay, so now we're in our top 20. We'll put Bubble Boy. Which one was Source Code? Oh, yeah. That was the time traveling one. That one was pretty sweet, actually. We'll put Wildlife here. think we'll put Brokeback Mountain. Brokeback Mountain was surprisingly better than I thought it would be. That movie got memed into death, obviously, because it's, you know, about two gay cowboys. But it really wasn't bad. I was expecting it to be like a dog shit movie, and it really wasn't dog shit at all. We'll put Moonlight Mile. Ockjaw was a weird one, but it was pretty good. I actually really kind of liked Ockjaw. It was just so strange. But it definitely can't be in the top 10 for me. We'll do Source Code. We'll do Ockjaw. I think I messed up my math. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Never mind. We're gonna put Life here. Life was decent, but still, like, that's the thing with Jake Gyllenhaal is I feel like his top end is so good, but then he has these movies that are just right on the line of being great, and I felt like Life was one of those ones that was just right on the line. And I know people love Bubble Boy, but I went back and rewatched that one, and just like I said last episode about Boondock Saints and like Mystery Men, there's some movies I feel like if you just didn't watch when they came out and you try and revisit them, it just isn't it. It really isn't. Okay. Enough about that. Let's continue on. You know what movie I don't see on here? Unless it's this one. But that says Enemies. I don't see The Covenant. Maybe I'm crazy? I put that on my list, but... maybe this came out after, or maybe this was made before The Covenant. Yeah, maybe. That's okay. Whatever. So we need 3 more out of the top 10. I guess we'll put Enemy out of the top 10. I'm going to do Nocturnal Animal. No, that one was really good. Love and Other Drugs out of the top 10. And I think, surprisingly, I'm going to put Far From Home out of the top 10. Just for Jake Gyllenhaal purposes. So now into the top 10, I'm going to put Southpaw, which I do really enjoy being a boxing fan. We got to take a couple minutes and talk about fucking Donnie Darko, because what a experience that movie is. We're going to put October Sky, we'll put Nocturnal Animal, and then we'll probably put Donnie Darko. No, I think we need to rethink this. Hold on. I'm going to put Brothers here because Tobey Maguire put the team on his back, though. Jake Gyllenhaal and the lady in that broke their motherfucking leg, and Tobey Maguire came in and put the team on his back. It was insane. That movie's hard to watch. Not a fun movie to watch, but damn, showed Tobey Maguire's got some high level acting ability. All right, let's talk about Donnie Darko. One of the most cult classic movies that has a cult following. I had been wanting to watch that movie for a very long time, and I finally got to watch it for the first time maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and I had no idea what I was watching. Not even a clue. I got done with that movie, and I was like, what just happened? I mean, it was interesting. So I did a bunch of research in it, and I guess it's alternate dimensions, and the dimensions are impacting each other, I guess is like a very layman's term of explaining that movie. It's very good and very interesting. I highly suggest watching it a couple times and getting into the crazy lore that is Donnie Darko. Okay. I really like End of Watch. I actually think I'm going to put Jarhead at number 5. We're going to put End of Watch at number 4. And then we have a very difficult top 3. Because Zodiac, I love Zodiac. It's about the Zodiac killer. Prisoners is what's his butt? And that's a top end movie, but Nightcrawler, man. Nightcrawler might be just like in general one of the most underrated movies of all time. Or I guess I shouldn't say underrated because it did really, really well, but I just feel like it's not holding the test of time in the sense of like I feel like people still are talking about Zodiac and Prisoners, but not a lot of people are talking about Nightcrawler. I think for me, Nightcrawler is going to be 3. Prisoners is going to be 2, and Zodiac is going to be 1. So, quick little list for this one. I kind of got lost in the sauce down here because I didn't familiarize myself enough with the titles before jumping into this. I probably should have. But like I always say, I like to jump in with just going in blind. Like, I take notes when I watch these movies of how I think about them. I give them my own personal rating. But then, like, trying to mesh it all together in, like, one moment gets a little messy sometimes. So, anyways, my Jake Gyllenhaal ultimate tier list, ranking the movies from worst to best. My top 10 are... Number 10 is Brothers. Number 9 is Southpaw. Number 8 is October Sky. Number 7 is Nocturnal Animal. Or Animals. Number 6 is Donnie Darko. Number 5 is Jarhead. Number 4 is End of Watch. Number 3 is Nightcrawler. Number 2 is Prisoners. And number 1 is Zodiac. Let's take a look at some community ranks here. Oh, exactly how I have it. Enemy is a little bit higher here for them. I don't have any issue there. Oh, pretty similar. They have Jarhead a lot lower than I do. But yeah, pretty similar list. They hadn't seen a lot of them, so. Alright, guys, well, let me know if you agree or disagree, what you think about Jake Gyllenhaal as an actor, if you think he's overrated, underrated, or just fairly rated, and make sure to drop a sub. At 1,000, we're going to be doing a nice giveaway, and yeah, let's just talk in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.